Hello everyone and welcome to another Transport Fever 2 video. Yes, I know it's been a bit of a while, unfortunately. Just loving TSW at the moment, so I filmed a little bit too much TSW content, but you can never have too much content. But yes, we are back on Transport Fever for the first time in about, well, a week if you're on Twitch, 2 weeks if you're on YouTube, so sorry about that. But let's get going. Where did we leave off? We'd just done this so that could get there. Yes, we're making tools. London's tools. And I think we're just waiting for the trucks to spread out, am I correct? Because they're coming down there. They're going Hastings Plank, Hastings Tools. Yeah, so I think I can get rid of this bit of road now. So if I do that, then I can slam a road in here. Bash. That's better. That's a lot better. But Brighton logs, you need a rate of 400. So I need to double the amount of trucks. How is the food doing? We're getting the grain in here. Yep. We're getting the food out. It's important. Yep, and we got food going to Brighton. We need fuel for both of those cities. But I want to do something passenger related today. I think maybe get a bus network set up around here. So if we are going to do that, let's put a bus station in here. Road. Right, what should I do? I reckon a bus that sort of loops round and back in. And then a bus that sort of loops around this bit and back in. Right, and then come down there. We don't want to make it too long of a route, obviously. A bus stop there. Bus stop there. It can't really expand more to the south, so that was a stupid place to put that. Get rid. And then we want to come back up and around, so we want to come back through here. I think we'll double up these ones actually. And then, yeah, I think that'll be good. So let's create new line. Just start connecting all these together. Because the more people we can get moving around here, the better. And eventually we'll have a train station where that bus station is, so yeah. Bus. SPB. Southampton, Portsmouth, Brighton. Numero 1. Yes. And now we come down here, along the coast a bit, up, round, through here, because eventually this will grow. Yeah, so if I come along here, round, for the minute, I'd say up through the middle. Yes. Yeah. We want to come down the main road. I reckon 10 buses on both routes should do enough. I don't want to overdo it. Bus. Good evening there, Megasimilator Gamer. How are you, Melbourne train guy? What are you up to on this evening? Bus. What are we on? SPB2. Southampton, Portsmouth, Bournemouth, number 2. There we go. Yes, look at the traffic. We have to get buses moving around here because this just can't be happening. We've got to get rid of that, and the only way we can get rid of that is buses. Where is the nearest depot? Okay, I'm going to put one somewhere where I can use it for Brighton too. So I reckon here is a perfect road for it. I know it's going to look ugly, but I'm just going to slap a depot in the middle of a depot. And then we'll buy, I think, 15 buses per route. I want the one with the most power, but that has more capacity. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just get 15 of these. We'll need 6 more to get 15. There we go. Maths. And we'll send them on SPB1. I'm very well, mate. Just relaxing afternoon and now watching your stream and not much else. A chill life is a happy life. But yeah, I really enjoyed your 87 video. I watched it, well, I think it was last night. No, it was just in, no, I think it was just gone 4. I had just gone for a nap and then I thought, do you know what? 87 video. But that was the, let me tell you, that nap before watching your video was the best nap I think I've ever had. I know at my age, napping is a bit like, how old are you? But honestly, you love a good nap. Oh, is that why it's got 3 power? Because it's got 3 horses. Off we go. Oh, I think we just made contact there. But yes, now we're getting people moving in this area. I see people already waiting here. At Windsor Road. But this can't run. I'm thinking, if I ever have the money, just make it 4 lanes. This little centre bit. Just 4 lanes. Nothing beats a good... I do love a nap. Nothing beats a good post-food. Now good nap either. Yeah. We do love a nap. What's going on here? What? Hello, what are you doing? I forget you see wildlife in this game. Yeah, look, here's a deer. Oh, look, there's a couple of them. Nice. Anyway, it's transport fever, not wildlife fever. How's London doing? Okay, the demand for buses is going down, so we must be getting people moving. Or all the buses are just stuck in one area. Looks like all the buses are moving, to be honest. It just looks like trucks that are piled together. Okay, there's a couple of... No, okay, there's quite a few buses stuck here. Because of whatever tomfoolery goes on here. I'm convinced about just getting rid of this bridge and have them all come down this one. But even then, look at the traffic that's here. Right, we've got 1.8 million. Now is the time to do something about this. Construction not possible? Well, I'm going to make it possible. That just cost me a whole million to delete. Well done. You've not just plonked... Okay, good. I was about to lose it. I say you better not have just plonked a bloody house where I've just... What do you mean construction not possible? Get in the bin. Okay, can I do this little bit then? Upgrade? 1.1 million! God, London is expensive. I genuinely think I could get a whole train in for that price. That might be a point. Where is everyone going in their cars? Can I put a train line in? There's a lot of people coming from out this way. I reckon something... There's a bit of traffic down here. So maybe something to Reading. Maybe a little bit of GWR could work. Where is everyone going though? Can I see where everyone's going? Right, yeah, people are going to Reading. That's the only place they're going to. So we're going to put a bit of GWR in then. Right, okay. Let's do that. Let's get rid of you. Get in the bin, mate. I need my train station. So let's put a building in. A passenger terminus station. Let's make it 240 metres. And we'll have about 8 platforms, I reckon. Because we'll need them later on. Because I don't want to have to keep upgrading and updating the same station. Stop moving. I hate my controller's got a bit of drift at the moment. It's like the tiniest amount, but it is a bit annoying. The condition of multiple vehicles is very bad. It's probably this stone route, isn't it? Is it a bit stoned? No, they're mediocre. What vehicles are bad? Oh, okay, all the London buses. That makes sense. Right, well, have a bit nicer maintenance then, yeah? Because I'm not probably going to replace you until we have something like steam powered or something. Right. London out to Reading. That seems like a perfect place for a bus station at Reading. Yes, and let's get a railway station in. Sorry to burst your bubble, Reading, but you do not need to be that big for a train station. I reckon that's a cargo station. That's what I reckon. I reckon 4 platforms, just in case we ever do like a cross-country run, like a little bit of a Southampton, Reading, Oxford, Birmingham, and then up to Manchester, like a cross-country would do in real life. Obviously, we're not going to have Voyagers in this, because unfortunately there isn't a Voyager on the console. London buses getting worn out seems kind of true to life, yeah. Saying that, London is actually a very good place for buses. I mean, I'm not sure people take care of them, but they always have really fresh, nice buses. That is going to be a problem. Who's just chucked a tool factory in the way? Right, okay. Right, we're moving. Just a teeny bit. And if we're moving, I want it to be perfectly in the middle of this road. Yes. This is where you tell me that's not perfectly in the middle, and this is where you tell me I've got no money. Can I get some pennies, please? Come on. Just need a little bit more. There we go. And then we want to run it out, and then I reckon in. Maybe we plug it into these 2 platforms here on the far side. You just got to be in the way, ain't you? Stupid little factory. Well, they're saying that I'm probably going to rinse that for money soon enough, so... Maybe you're stupid just for a little bit. Do you know what? I'm going to borrow some money. I think we've paid off our loan, so just for the sake of getting this done as quick as possible, I'm going to borrow 2 million. 1 second. Just had to clear my throat, because I mean, it is a bit early here in the UK, so... I'm not sounding 100%, but that's because it is like, it's early, okay? Yeah, obviously when we get high-speed track, we can make this line up to 186 miles an hour. So yeah, obviously for now we can only run at 75, so we can run at a bit tighter curves and bigger gradients, but when we get high-speed track, this is probably going to be a bit of a bottleneck, really. Right. One thing I want to do is build a lot straighter of an approach, because I want to be able to intertwine all of these tracks so that even GWR, maybe not all of them, but most of them, so even GWR could be like over here, where, I don't know, say the East Coast Main Line is, and, you know, the East Coast Main Line could be on the left side and go out, do you know what I mean? Because I want London to be a bit chaotic, a bit like real life. Right, let's grab that and plug it in. Sounds a bit naughty. 50 miles an hour, yeah, that's okay. Probably could get it a bit faster, but we're coming out of a terminus. I don't really want them going too fast in or too fast out anyway, to be honest. And then I think we'll do a small track joint here. And then we'll do bigger ones between them all. Yeah, I think we'll plug one into there, that one into there and there, and then that one into there, and then over. I don't know. But yes, is the mic all good? I have turned music off in the game because these videos kept getting copyrighted for that, but hey. I'm going to get a quick drink and I'll be back in literally 20 seconds. Yeah, sounds good. Cheers. I bet in real life you sound as husky and as beautiful as on camera. If I've spent this much money, do you reckon I should just get it to Oxford? Because we might as well. I've got the money for it. So yeah, let's go. Do you know what? Let's go to Oxford. Because this will be probably the terminus for the Great Western Main Line, because there's no other further western locations. So yeah, this will be the terminus for the West Coast Main Line. But it will be a continuation for cross-country services and through freight. So what I think I'm going to do is put four... Yeah, I'm going to put a 4-platform station in. But I'm going to put a little one to the side. A little one to the side just for GWR services. And then just so they don't have to cross them all, I think I'm going to bridge it over. So let's... want to try and get a straight line over here and then round. But then I need to get to Reading. Because the best way to come up is going to be that way. For just everything. If it was just for Great Western, maybe we could go around that way. But yeah. So let's go straight for a bit. Okay, I don't really want it in a tunnel. So we're going to have to try and find a way that isn't going to be in a tunnel. Let's borrow some more cha-ching. Wait, hang on, how much money have I just borrowed? How much can I borrow? 15 minutes, alright. Right, let's pay some of that back instantly. I'm only going to need probably about that, I hope. I'm pausing it, because I know I technically could be getting some cash in right now. But I don't want to lose this loan or pay. That's not what I wanted to do. I was going to say I didn't want to lose money, but here I am wasting it all. Next section, make it just a big... Yeah, that looks ugly as hell, but I'll smoothen out the terrain, I promise. Yeah, I will do. Right. What I want to do is get that running alongside, but then have a separate track coming out. But I don't want it to look too ugly. There we go. It's going to be a bit weird what I do with this, but it's inspiration off how they do it at my home railway station, my local station. Let's go up a couple here and across. Okay, I don't want it going up throughout the bridge though, so I think something like that could be better. Although it should be a little bit more curved than that, really. That will do. That doesn't have... That looks a bit ugly. And that is a bit close. Bridge pillar... Well, don't do that then. Aww. Right, I'm going to flatten the land here. Minus, I want a large brush size with a big strength. There we go. And just bring that up a tiny bit. And then... There we go, that's better. That's better. Now I just need to do the other side. Oops, all this money and I've just spent it forming the land. What the hell's... Ah. There we go, get rid of that. Struggling a bit here. Will that go over? No. Needs to be one higher than that at the least. Okay, that's acceptable. Okay, I'll fix it in a bit. It's a bit ugly. In fact, in saying that, it is quite bloody ugly, but do you know what? We'll live. I want you to go in there. If I build off this bridge. Too much slope. Bridge pillar condition. Transport fever, one day you will be nice to me. I love you, Transport fever, but you're being a bit of a bumhole right now. And I'd rather you didn't. I think I've just curved that. No, no curve. Pure straight. It looks a bit curved to me. Length 221, like the 221 Voyager. Right, and run that at stonks. I need more stonks. I like these type of games that they really make you think, yeah, what I'm trying to do is just get the Great Westerns to be able to go from here, up, over, and back in. But I want to do it in a way where they're not slowing down the cross-country and the freight that is eventually going to be coming through here. Right, I'm going to try and... I'm going to try... What if I try... Start bridging here. I said, what if I try start bridging here? Come on, stay a bridge. Why would you do such a thing? Okay, we love a bit of bridge pillar collision. Right. That's better. But let's just try and get rid of that ugly bit in the middle. Let me try and set up a bridge here. Oh, controller, stop it, please. I beg of you. No! Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, why would you reset it back to the ground? There we go. We got there. As inefficient as that might be. Yeah, then we want to bring it down here. And then we want to keep bringing it down here. Yes. And then we want to bring this into here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This game is just a troll at this point. You're planning out a 4-line rail line and I can't even get a bus network. Buses are tricky. Buses do have their own challenge. Like, it took me forever to figure out how to do Bus Simulator 18 properly. Oh my god, please just stop deleting the fucking trees. There we go. Fucking hell, that was too difficult. Right, just go there. Do you know what? I'm doing it as a tunnel. Fuck it. What could go wrong if it was a tunnel? The bridge ain't gonna work because the game's being a dickhead. So, we're gonna tunnel it. Yes, a tunnel is going to be twice as ugly, but it's going to be half the frustration to bloody build the thing. Okay, right, now I've just stopped it. Oh my god, why didn't I just do this from the word go? Look at how much easier that was. The only steam that's going to be running on this line is going to be coming from my ears. Right, where are we in terms of Oxford? Right, we really need to start turning, to be honest. So we really need to start heading this way. I don't mind there being a couple of tunnels, but I don't want it to be too hilly, because obviously freight trains are going to run on this, and in the early days, that's going to kill them. But I suppose we can have the quick steamers running on the outsides. Right, we need this GWR line to obviously cross 2 lines, because the outside line is going to be for freight. But I want it to do it quick, quick as possible. That will do. 50 miles, 52 miles an hour onto the main line. I think that's okay. I can live with that. That does look a bit ugly, but it doesn't look awful. It does, to be honest. Maybe I should have swung the tunnel out a bit further and then come in. Have we been going half an hour already? Bloody hell. This has been a lot of waffle. Yeah. Because I want... If GWR stop there, the freight can come through the outside and then cross-country can stop in the middle. Yes. Which means we'd need another... If the passengers were running in the middle, we'd need a crossover here. That's better. 68 miles an hour. Right, okay. So it's going to be a bit of a bugger to signal that, to be honest. But it'll be well worth it in the end. You can upgrade the line speed later. Yeah, you'll unlock... At the minute, we're using standard track. When you get things like the TGV and all that stuff unlocked, or the ICE, I don't know what ICE it is. I think it's the ICE 1 in this game. You can upgrade lines to 186 miles per hour, which is... Well, I want to say the top speed of things like the TGV and stuff. Right, okay, it's going to be a bit of a tight one around here, but... We want these ones in the centre. Yes. Oh, what? Well, I didn't see that coming. I didn't even know about... Oh, my lord. That is quite a cool bridge, but I don't want it to be a bridge, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, nice. Oh, what's that? Hello, dear. I'm coming to destroy your habitat forever. Sorry, love, but it's got to be done. Right, okay, so if I just do that... I mean, it kind of has to be a bridge, but the bridges are slow as hell. So for that reason, I want to keep it as a banking and just bring most of the ground up, to be honest. Right, okay, and I'm going to take out... Right, I need to make sure I'm not getting anywhere near 15 million, because we need some trains as well, believe it or not. Right, terraforming, bringing the ground up. Sorry, did you just say you have trains? As in the game? No. Is my microphone a little unclear? 1 second. Right, there we go. Again, we need some more dollar. I wish I had trains, the game. Although saying that, I don't, to be honest. Personally, I think it's a bit too cartoonish. Not cartoonish, but you know what I mean. It's not... Personally, it's not for my liking. But that's not me saying it's a bad game. If you're happy playing it, you go do you. Like, for me, I think Train Sim World is the perfect balance between, or should be the perfect balance between train and simulator. Sorry, game and simulator. Like, if you had to put TSW on a scale, 0% being full arcade, and 100% being full sim. I want a game, personally, that's 75% along that scale. No, I must have missed. That's my bad. No, that's okay. I just thought, do you know what? I'll just unplug my mic and back in, because sometimes it can be a little poppy or, you know. Right, I think that looks a lot better now. Because I could spend all day terraforming here. And I probably would if there was endless amounts of money. That's much better. Right. So the GWR lines are clear. The cross-country ones. So we'll need to bring a set of rails. One going across like that. Let's run them out to here first. Get them past this curve. And hopefully before we start... Yeah, around 60 to 80%. You want it to feel true simulator, but you don't want to feel like you're working for free and playing a game. TSW gets the perfect balance, in my opinion. Yeah, it does. It's like perfect, which is why I don't think I'd ever want to see expert level UK locomotives, because in my opinion, that's too much detail. I like it, I get the idea, and I get why people would be interested in the idea. I'm not hating on the idea for 2 minutes. But, right, so the cross-country tracks are plugged in there. But yeah, I think that'll be just a bit too much for me. I don't know what to do with the freight lines. Maybe... Because I know probably most of the freight is going to be coming down this way. But I think for now, I'm just going to leave... No, I can't just leave them in there. I'm going to destroy this for a bit. And I'm going to run them in there. Oh, that's a mistake. Sorry, all this building and I've not actually got a line in yet. I will get a line in, I promise. Right, let's get that in. Let's get that in. What I want to do is plug the freight in. So that one goes in there. And I want this one to sort of tunnel under again. Okay, how much deeper can I go until we get a tunnel? There we go. Right, let's get some money in the pocket. We are going to have no money for trains whatsoever. No, that looks hideous. That looks awful. But I think that might be this line here. So I might redo this line here, in all honesty. Get rid, get rid, get rid, get rid. I don't want to... Oh, I've just realised I'm sending my freight trains on a massive hill. But you know what? Too much slope. Yeah, I get how that would be too much slope. So let's bring it back. Autosave's doing its thing. Nice. But yeah, this should be coming to YouTube on the 31st of October, so happy Halloween. Unfortunately, I filmed way too much content on TSW. Oops. It happens, to be honest, when there's a new game. Even, like, old content feels new when there's a new game, to be honest. That looks a lot better. Yeah, that looks a lot better, in my opinion. Just give it a bit of a smoothening out. And just give this side a bit of a smoothing as well. Okay, we're a little bit too close to that side, but if I spend all day fixing it... Oh, do you know what? I was going to say if I spent all day fixing it, but... I practically have done, really, haven't I? Let's get a track. Let's plug in. Right, this... I don't know what's going on here, but I can see water. So let's just up the terrain even a tiny bit. Tracks. Yeah, but I don't really want it slowing down that much. Oh, I hate this game. I love this game when everything works and it's all nice and pretty. But I hate getting there. Right, smoothen. Smoothen out. Yes, look how much better that's looking now. Oh my god, that looks like a bloody roller coaster. Flippin' heck. Boing, boing. Brother, it's all Riviera Line on YouTube right now, so your videos are refreshing. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I really enjoy making them. I don't know why. I don't know. It might be that I like the new Train Sim World 6 logo more than I like the Train Sim World 5 logo. Yes, I'm weird. You don't have to tell me. But I do like the new logo. I think it's better than the old one. But they've released a new one with every game, so I'll probably say that for Train Sim World 7 as well. Right, okay. So this is going to be a bit of a bugger to signal. But that is essentially what I wanted to do. So that's good. Now let's signal it. We want one-way signals. I think because of everything I said that's going to be happening at London, with all the crosses and joints for now, let's just put a signal in there. And let's put many signals across the road. So, what's happening with my headphones? It wasn't making any sounds then. Let me try that again. It's not making any sound. Hang on a minute. Give me 2 seconds. That should be better, I hope. But best believe when I do get Riviera Line, it is going to be content after content after content after content. I'll never be able to stop making videos on it. That's better. I can hear the sound now. We want a signal just before these points. And same thing coming the other way. And we want a signal here as well. And a signal there. And then let's put a signal just before the tunnel for this line. Let's go. I don't really want them stopping on a hill, to be honest, but we do need to. There is going to be a lot of trains running along this section of line, so we do need to keep it rolling. Yeah, that seems okay. And then let's go here again, where everything sort of meets up. And then when everything does meet up, let's bang, bang. I don't want the signals to clip into each other, so that's why that one's a bit staggered. What video have I... Oh, I've got a Fernbus video coming out today. And then I've got 2 Croydon videos tomorrow. Then I've got a Transport Fever video Wednesday, so I don't think there's any TSW on the channel for a while, you know. That's weird, actually. And then let's just do a quick 2 here. Where is the points? Oh, do you know what then? I'm going to drag the signals a little bit further. Oh, if they're only passenger train. No, because freight's going to be coming through, isn't it? Yes. So that will be a freight line, so that won't be good enough, but that signal in the middle can stay. That'll be good for passenger. So if we signal this, knowing that it's freight, I'm happy with that personally. I'm happy with the amount of signalling. That has got, oh my god, and we've not even done the buses. Oh my days. London. Reading. Yes, I know you can't turn around. Oxford. And back to Reading. Oh my god, it all works. I have City Transport Simulator bus, and then I think 3 or so hours later my City Transport Simulator tram comes out tonight for you, midnight for me. Nice. I mean, how are you enjoying? Do you prefer the City Transport tram side of it, or do you prefer the bus side of it? What am I doing? Apparently we have 4 viewers on Twitch. Hello everybody in the stream. Train. This is our first train line on the Race to the North series. And even though it's called Race to the North map, obviously my first train line isn't going north. I suppose it is going north, technically. It's north of London. But let's put a depot in that faces London, I reckon. I'm not going to bother signalling for it, though, because, like, it'll rarely be used. Oh, do you know what? Let's go this side. And then there's a signal already there. So let's go a bit further back. And let's go to the side. Because it doesn't need to be quick, does it? I'm just in. Like that. That'll do. Let's get... What can we get in the year... Oh, I should have let the date play through. What can we get? 28, 34 miles per hour. What's the fastest carriage we have? 31 miles per hour. So I think it's got to be you then. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go with 3, and I want 3 of them. So let's get 2 million out the bank. Yes. One of you, no, one of you. See what I mean with this controller drift? Okay, we can only afford 2 of you. That's fine. Train GWR. Here we go. Look at it. Should we put it in Great Western Green? Let's put it in Great Western Green. It's pretty close, right? Yeah. I'm only 20 hours in. I've driven mostly trams so far. The buses take some getting used to on controller, but first video is my first trip after a few trips. I think I prefer the driving aspect in the buses, but the trams are more relaxing to drive. Okay. That's cool. As long as the buses are nice to drive, because if I bought City Transport Simulator, I'll be honest, all I would ever play is the buses, right? Reading has got a bit of a weird layout. Right, let me return some pennies while I figure out how to do this bus route. What I'm thinking, 1 round this end, 1 round this end, and 1 in the middle. So 3 bus routes for Reading. I know, that's a lot of bus routes. But Reading deserves it, man. Yeah, I can stream till about 11:30 this morning in the UK time, so I think we should be good for another couple of hours in the stream. It's a very interesting game, but I think the majority of the... Yeah, the DLCs are a bit expensive. I looked... There's one DLC for the bus game that has all the bus games, and all the bus DLC, and it was like, heck, I want to say it's like 40 quid. which is cheap considering the price of them individually, but for Bus Simulator it was £7.50 and you got 3, albeit they were all terrible. But yeah, I think I'm going to get the date speed going a bit quicker. Let's put it on 1x speed so we can get through these early years quicker. Right, I'm in debt. Where's the nearest depot? There. That's going to be quite a long way. I think I'm going to put a depot in here. Can I get some more pennies, please? Pennies, pennies. Anyone got any change? Pennies. Come on. Right, we're on negative the amount of what we need, so let's get positive the amount of what we need. Yes. 27 grand has just hit the account, so let's, and no, I'm not sharing with anyone. What is the main street? That is the main street of Reading. There and down. So I want the bus to come through the main street. So let's... Done. And let's do another one at the bottom of the street, even though they're fairly close together. In fact, that is probably a bit too close together, so that's... Yeah, that'll do. So I want this bus to come round and back in. Yes. Because obviously things will grow here eventually. And come round here. And sort of in that way. Yeah, okay. So let's get a bus. I'm not sure if we'll get I hope we can get Oxford's buses done today. But that might be a thing for next time. Yes. Bus. Reading 1. I will say that if a graph designer into something and it sounds genuinely like a bus in real life, I remember from a kid, it was a Volvo or MAN bus from the 90s. Even the maquette on the seats looks 90s nice. There is a bus DLC. It has 6 or 7 buses, including the articulated ones, bus and tram depot, and the map expansion. Yeah, that's the one I saw, and it's 38 Aussie dollars. Maybe it wasn't as expensive. Maybe it was 30 quid then. I need to check it in the store. Right, that's Bus Reading 1. Bus Reading 2, I sort of want to be a bit more central. So, I think I want it to... Let's get Bus 3 done first. Because, you know, that makes sense. 1, 3, 2. We want to come down here, yes, and we want to come along this road. Then we want to come down here, up round here, back across, in, and through town this way. Yes. Right, so down here, through and around. Right, let's keep the game playing. Sorry. I don't know why I keep pausing it when we could be making money. Then that's going to be... Yeah, and then we can have a bus that's sort of... Do we need it, though? I don't think we need it, to be honest. Yeah, let's just have 2 buses in Reading for now. Bus. Reading 3. No. DOS. Right. What does Reading need construct? No, Reading needs food and machines. We're making food there. So we can always bring a little road in there. A little road in. And bring in food that way. Okay, let's just focus on what we're doing now. Let's stop focusing on future and let's focus on what we're doing now. Let's get rid of that road because I don't like it there. And we're in debt, so let's keep playing the video. Playing the game. Our train is going to have how many people on board? Heck, it's powered by wood. We've not even unlocked coal. It's going to have nobody on board. Oh, there's people waiting at Oxford. There's people waiting at Oxford. I say people. There's one person waiting at Oxford. Right, I need some money so I can get some... Yes. Right, even if it's just one bus for now. Bus Reading 1. That'll do. And I'll duplicate that as and when we can. Reading 1. Oh, do you know what? We still have a bit more... I don't like borrowing money in this game, but we still have some. So let's just get this money flowing in. Right, I want 15 vehicles. So let's get 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 10 and 15. There we go. And let's get another 15. Right. No, let's not play. Let's continue getting 15 from here. I'm going to put this on bus Reading 2. Hold down A and bus Reading 2. And then Oxford is a big bloody dilemma. Because where the hell do I send buses? Again, there seems to be this sort of high street, which is what I'm going to go for. I will say there is a great I read that one. It's only the MAN and Graf Styler buses right now. So if you like Lion City, New Line City, and they are specifically recorded sounds for the game in conjunction with MAN Doctor, some dude, and the actual TOC in German land somewhere. Yeah, I mean, would love to see more manufacturers in the game. Like, I'd love to see Mercedes-Benz. I know that sounds very posh. Oh, Mercedes-Benz. Sounds like something a posh lady in her 50s would say. Oh, Michael, look at my Mercedes-Benz. Sorry. Bit random, but that's what you come to this channel for, I suppose. Yeah, that can be just one big loop of Oxford. Bus. Right, I think I'll get these bus routes in, and then that will be the end. So let's keep playing the video. Keep playing the game for now. But look at the amount of traffic in Oxford. We need to get rid of this. So bus. We have 6 viewers. Wow. Thank you so much, everybody. Please drop a follow if you are in the Twitch chat. I want Volvo in that. Yes, Volvo would be good as well. Bus Oxford 1. Hang on, I need to put the bloody bus stops in first. But let's see who we've got viewing in the chat. We got Phil B Train Fan, welcome in, and we have Splinzo, welcome in. And we of course have Melbourne Train Guy, who is being wonderful and probably looking as beautiful as always. Bless him. And I'm sure he doesn't find those sorts of comments awkward in the slightest. Oh, shucks, again with the compliments. Right, let's go down the main street. Bus Oxford 2. These are quite long routes. They'll probably be very busy. So I'm going to put 20 vehicles on each route. Oxford 2. Again, I don't really want to have to keep putting depots everywhere, but it's just going to take several years if I send them from London. It's probably going to take the train several weeks. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. And then Oxford 1. Six, 12, 18, 1, 2. We have 600 road vehicles already, probably about 700 now. Bus Oxford 2. And that should bring more people to the station. That should bring more people to Reading Station. Heck, there's 10 people wanting to go to London. I reckon we get another train on. I reckon we do. Seems a bit extreme this early, but I reckon we do get another train on. Let's do it. And let's return all this left over. Dosh. No, not even a little bit. Everybody wants to leave. Everybody wants to leave Reading. Yeah, everybody does want to. Look, oh my god. No kidding. Bloody hell. 20 people waiting for the bus. I've got a 45 capacity. I'm going to need to double the capacity on these routes. No, I won't need... I'm going to put another 5 on both routes. But I think for now... Oh, yes, this is going to be a beautiful shot. This is going to be the thumbnail. Yes. Come on. There we go. A little bit worried given that colour of smoke, but if you have enjoyed today's Transport Fever 2 video, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for some more Transport Fever 2. Goodbye for now.